YouTube slop. This is the best way to be productive abroad. I like being I needed to waffle first. Just came back from like 12 days abroad in Bangladesh. I went to my hometown and everything. Then a whole road trip across the entire country. If you're Bengali, you know that's hard to do. So while I was there, fam, here was my problem. First and foremost though, congratulations to you. You're choosing educational content above, let's face it, YouTube slop, and you don't want to be a bum abroad. That's a big thing to say. Everyone, 99% of people, when they go on holiday, they're going to get lit, spend their peas, and just be bums and be degenerates and all of that bullshit. But you don't want to be a bum despite all of that. You want to enjoy yourself, but you don't want to waste your time. You want to have pleasant enjoyment time. So who am I? My name's Ajaz. Nice to meet you, everyone. I've got very high neuroplasticity. I'm a very smart individual. So I'm very good at switching different hobbies and skills and developing those up really quickly, which as you can tell right now is my YouTube. If you want to see how fast I'm learning, you can literally look at my first video, which is first principles anyone can do. So now I'm putting a bit more effort into it and learning stuff, like designing thumbnail packaging, YouTube and all that stuff, storytelling, public presenting to cameras and all of that good jazz. I'm doing all of it in real time right now and you're literally watching it happen. I taught myself to be indomitable. So I went through the craziest money story. I was at the top, then I was at the bottom, then I was in debt and I had no job and no peace coming in. The stress was mounting up to me, and despite everything being thrown back on me as well as health complications, I managed to make it out on top. I am indomitable. And my last pretty sick now. So that was me at a hotel in Khulna in Bangladesh near the Sundarban, the biggest mangrove forest in the world. And to the right was a week later doing my second ever boxing spa where I got my shit absolutely rocked. And let me not lie, bro, I'm new to the whole thing. It's a bit mad. So let's begin. The problem was, I just got from the worst state of my life, the whole debt thing, the whole money problem, just graduated, no job, no money, no bitches, nothing. Yeah, and I was building all of that back up, building my physique, my motivation, my good habits, my reading skills and all of that stuff, bringing it all up and going all in on business, learning to buy and sell managed cars and all that shit as well. And I was in the middle, horrible. I was in the middle of my most productive arc yet. And my holiday was coming up, Bangladesh. Completely different time zones. My morning routine's gone, my night routine is gone, sleep is gone, everything gone, laptop gone, Wi-Fi gone, money gone, everything. So was my momentum gone? Nah. So this is what I did. Stay productive during these times. Number one, reading is the goal of holiday productivity. I'm talking read everywhere you go, in the middle of the transits, the coaches and all of the sleeper coaches and all of that stuff. Read during those, bring your books with you. I know that sounds like stupid, but bro, if you actually bring books that you like, it doesn't need to be educational either. It could just be fiction books like George Orwell's 1984. I really recommend that. It's a fun read that you actually enjoy it. My way of doing it is literally buying an Amazon Kindle and getting free PDFs of all the books ever. And I've just been reading on my coffee breaks in the transit. On the left here, that was a business class coach from Chittagong to Dhaka, or Dhaka to Sylhet, one of those two, in Bangladesh. I was reading my Kindle. The batteries last for several weeks. I didn't charge it once while I was abroad. I didn't even bring the charger. On the right then, you have me in Dhaka with my coffee. Again in Chittagong in the hotel breakfast buffet. I was just sipping my teas and my coffees, reading my Kindle everywhere I go, keeping my journals and just keeping that habit up. Doing that deep it when you have no Wi-Fi, no nothing, absolutely nothing. You don't even have a space to study or write books or anything. The fact that you've got a Kindle, you can just read it and just start. The fact that you can just bring this around and just read it, just swiping and reading. It is a goal. It is a goal. Reading, and that is a very productive way. You could be reading stuff that advances your career, advances you as a person, building on those soft skills, all of that jazz. And you ain't even got to put no effort into it because it will actually be fun, and that's the best part. That's the best part. Number one, work and fun are not mutually exclusive. This is another problem. I think in today's day and age, it's everyone's trying to be so productive, 100% productive, productivity hack, Motion, AI, Notion, all of that shit. Broski, rest can be productive. Rest and work and fun are not mutually exclusive, and work can be fun. If you're just so exhausted by the day-to-day goings of life and everything, then you need rest. And that can actually be the most productive thing you can do as your work. Is just rest your central nervous system, have a little breather, enjoy yourself, and as well as all these other different things. It's just great to have. Oh shit. So when I was doing these things, like here's me having firewood in Bangladesh, bang. Having the time of my life. Here's another clip in a swamp forest and just spinning the boat around, having fun. It's all good fun. It's all good, and it's work as well, because that is the best thing you can do for your body. Another thing is rest. Let's say you're doing you should do your work like a tiger or something, yeah? Where you do a mad sprint, you go for it, you go for the gold, 2 hours solid work, and then the rest of the time is built for you resting and recovering and learning, for you to go and do that sprint better next time. Be busy for the sake of being busy. I hate it when you uni students, you always try and be busy for the sake of being busy. Relax yourself. You're so mentally drained. Nothing, no amount of work that you're going to produce is going to be of any use, so why fucking bother? You might as well rest up, protect yourself, and then the next day when you do the next bit of work, that will be so much better. And then total, in terms of volume, you'd do less, but you'd actually produce more quality work, and that was what you'd rather prefer in the first place. So I don't know why you guys do it to yourself. When you need to rest, just rest. You're on holiday, rest. Make the rest productive. It's not in like the video games or the scrolling while you're on transit. No, just read a book. Even if you don't read while you're on the coach 100% of the time, that's still way more than you would have actually read if you didn't make the plan to read in the first place. Think about it. If you didn't actively have the intention or the thought to make work, to make your rest productive, or to make your coach transit productive, then you would have done zero reading, zero investigations. But now, because you've opened that aisle up, even if you spend 1 hour reading and it's 7 hours of that course journey, you're not doing anything productive, you're listening to music or you're just scrolling or whatever, it's still way more productive than the time you would have done zero reading. Do you get what I'm saying? So you can make your rest productive, not be 100% productive, and you'll still be better than what you planned to do earlier. And that's what I'm saying, and that's the fun bit as well, man. You can enjoy yourself. It will reset your nervous system, calm yourself down, regulate your dopamine, make you realize there's more to that than all the shit that's going on right now in your head and in your little peripherals. And it's calm. And the third thing is doing that bucket list thing, being a well-traveled individual and learning cultures. While I was there, fam, it betters your life overall and develops your neuroplasticity. So even if, let's say, the education that you're learning there about the cultures or the language is not even like gonna benefit you in your career or anything, it will develop your brain's ability to create more neuron endings and be more adaptable and just be a smarter, better, capable person overall. Do you get what I'm saying? Another thing, I put off delaying. Like I've always said, like, I want to learn Spanish, I want to learn this, I want to learn like Bangla as well, yeah. And I knew how to like speak Bangla. I can speak Bangla, but I can't read and write it. So while I was just looking about the shop's front name, like the shops and the signs and stuff, so I was looking at the video. Towards the last 3 days, I thought, yo, let me just try and learn a bit of Bangla, because that was always on my bucket list. So that's what I did. And then I learned to recognize those numbers, 1 tip from 3 to 10. The 4 looks like an 8, the 7 looks like a 9, and the 9 looks like a remixed 1, and 2 looks like 2, and 5 just makes sense. But yeah, I learned all of that stuff, and that was crazy. Like that was just a huge accomplishment for me, because I managed to make just sipping tea outside of a junction productive, just because I was able to learn out of my natural curiosity the script and the text of like the local area, because I was so much more, yeah, it's just better. Another way, so language is a big one. You might as well just learn the languages that of the countries that you go into, just for fun, because if you don't understand the language, you don't understand the people, and that's just a fun way to live life. And that's just a fun way to enjoy your holiday. Number 2 is the foods. Embrace the local tradition, embrace the local culture. How many of you guys still have baby taste buds where the texture throws you off and you spit it out your mouth, or you can't take this because it's not what you usually have, and you wouldn't ever dream of eating that certain type of animal? If it's against your religious preference, that's one thing. But if you're just doing it just because you find it yucky and it's something you're not used to, it's about time you expand your taste palette. You feel me? Just start doing that. Here's me in the biggest fish market in Sylhet. So many fish, they were that big, fam. That big, madness, isn't it? And another thing is social norms, festivals, and traditions. Imagine this, yeah. Look, think about this for an idea of a holiday. Yeah, you're on a budget, whatever, cool. Let's say there's a festival going on in a specific country, like the Bulls in, I think it's Italy, Pomponero or something like that, yeah. Or it could be like the Wadi, or it could be like some German Christmas market festival thing, Oktoberfest or whatever. Go on holiday just to experience that and then come back. That's the best way to spend like a 2-day trip, a 3-day trip abroad, and not make it feel like you're short on time because you did that festival and you came back, and it's just so nice. That's a good way to induce experiences into your brain, and developing experiences is part of productive life, because you're not just a computer that's going through the motions of just working and shit. You actually want to experience stuff. The reason that's so good is because it challenges your perceptions and your norms. It challenges your perspective, because you don't need to agree with a social norm to understand it. Finding that middle gap and having that open discussion with the people around you is great, and it'll develop you as a person, because only a really only an idiot only accepts the things that he agrees with. If you can't hear another perspective or another social norm or another tradition that goes against your beliefs, you can't even hear that without getting mad. Broski, you're not going to go well in the wider world, you know. You'll be constricted to the little part of the map that you were born in. If you want to experience the world, it's about time you hear different perspectives, different norms, and challenge the ideas that you had in your head. And I think that's just a great way. That's a great way to stay productive in the work that you do. School community, which you can join using the link below. I think that's pretty cool. If you think that my free content on YouTube is pretty sick, imagine what the school community is going to be. That's like the top tier stuff. Anyways, my mind's gone blank. It has been a very hectic couple of weeks. Do apologize for not getting this out. I went straight into full-time work after this. Like, imagine I touched down from the airport at like 8 p.m. on Sunday, and then I went to work 7 a.m. getting up the next day. I didn't even sleep. I didn't even counteract my jet lag. I just went straight into work again. So it was madness. My central nervous system collapsed because then I started doing like boxing and stuff as well, and it just went crazy. But yeah, join my Skool community. That is currently free. It won't be forever. That's gonna whack up real soon. And yeah, just genuinely enjoy yourself in life, man. If you're on holiday, use it as a time of rest and recovery, because chances are your body needs that. Yeah, take care. If you need anything, drop me a comment, drop me a like, subscribe. I don't really care about none of that, but you might as well, innit? But yeah, join the Skool community.